Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to the channel. We're going to do a layered spread for you today. This is going to be for the third week of July 2025. I hope that the AC isn't too loud for you. I have to have it going. It's way too hot. We're going to pull out the layered spread. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, you can visit my website at lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com. Or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. The first card out is confusion. Somebody's feeling confused about something. There's been the confusion that somebody's been experiencing has been causing damage in this connection. And it's causing somebody to feel like they're unappreciated. Somebody wants to come in for a conversation. Somebody was daydreaming when they were in, and it was coming from a state of confusion. Let's see, and somebody's been in their ego, but as a result of there being issues, it looks like somebody is starting to understand your side of things. And chemistry shows up as the last one. We've got the overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is responsibilities. All right, so there's some sort of confusion that somebody's experiencing, and it may be regarding chemistry. Now, that's a very common one, by the way. When we get into this state of having this strong chemistry with somebody and the synapses of our brain are like firing and wiring together and just kind of going off like a pinball machine, it has this effect on us that can kind of hoodwink us into believing that we're in love, okay? And some people genuinely believe that those butterflies that we feel is true love. But that chemistry, that strong passion always dies out. And that's kind of always how the codependency ends up working out. That's how that manifests, is that we tend to get ourselves very strongly connected in every way with somebody where the only thing that existed was the chemistry. So somebody was in a state of confusion. They may have been daydreaming about something. They may have been daydreaming about somebody who they felt like they had amazing chemistry with and did damage to this connection. And they were in their ego about it. They're starting to understand your side of things because they're realizing how they may have made you feel like you were unappreciated. So they're coming in for a conversation. This person may feel like they have really strong chemistry with you. This may be somebody who you have a lot of chemistry with. All right, so I just want to say, Virgo, that please delegate the energies where you see fit. This is a general reading, and when I say it's you, it could be your person and vice versa. But somebody feels some sort of responsibility to come in and have a conversation about this. All right. We've got harmony. We've got many choices. This is your next layer. Taking steps. Ooh. Protection. Saving face. Oh, I see what's been going on here. Freedom. Guidance. Innovation. And the overall arching theme is looking. Okay. So like we had seen all that confusion and everything earlier too, and now we've got this looking. Now here's the thing, this is what I'm seeing here, and usually the second layer the first layer I find usually has more to do with the person you're dealing with, and now the second layer has to do more with you, okay? So there's something that you need to be doing differently here with regard to how you are developing your connections. So what I'm seeing here, Virgo, is that you try to maintain peace and harmony in the beginning stages of these connections by kind of keeping a stance of passivity. Like, it's almost like you may hold back your opinions on things in order to save face. The problem is that when we do that, and then we get to know the person and the person gets to know you over time, they realize, oh wait, the person who I was getting to know is not truly what they pretended to be, right? So the saving face has to do with wearing a mask of some sort. And we all do it. This isn't me pointing any like contemptuous fingers at you or anything. I obviously have worn masks too, so I think most of us do. Now, it does look like you have the choice here as to whether or not to do that. Now, it looks like if you can understand that part of yourself, and the reason why we do that, Virgo, obviously, is because somehow we've been conditioned to feel like we're not safe to be assertive, right? And so when we take a more passive approach, what ends up coming out eventually is aggression. Okay, and so we kind of need to try and stay in this place of assertiveness, because whatever this is coming to terms with this is going to lead you to some sort of freedom in your connections. Now, it looks like if you can follow some sort of guidance, this could be divine guidance, or it could be guidance from a mentor of some sort. This is going to help you to take the steps that you need to take to protect yourself in a way that is more innovative than what you've been doing, okay? Because what you've been doing is kind of, it may be leading you to make poor choices in connections, okay? Or it may be putting you in a position where you're actually settling. It also puts you in a position too where you're not actually connecting with somebody in an authentic way. And so eventually you may start looking elsewhere you may start looking elsewhere after you have already developed what feels like a strong connection to the other person, because you realize, oh wait, this isn't the person who I want to be with. After you get yourself to that place of authenticity. So let's pull the tarot. Let's pull the next layer. We've got the Hierophant in reverse. We've got the Four of Swords. Ooh, we've got the Six of Swords. Oh, and we've got the King of Swords. All these swords want to jump out. We've got the Four of Cups in reverse. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the Page of Cups. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is the Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, so Virgo, either what I had explained in the second layer was you, or it was somebody who you were connected to that was wearing a mask of some sort, that was making themselves look a certain way. I just usually look at the second layer as more of an advice. It's usually advice on how to overcome some sort of problematic situation, so it's usually related to the querent. I've got that there may have been some sort of failed committed relationship or something that you just weren't committed to that was laid to rest here. Now, whoever this is that was this committed relationship was laid to rest with wants your attention again. They don't want to, if this is somebody who's been ignoring you, they want your attention again. And they're coming in, this is somebody who it was showing up that you have a lot of chemistry with them, that you're very attracted to each other. This person's very attracted to you. You're very attracted to them. They're coming in very attractive. They're coming in with messages of sweetness. They may feel like they want to apologize for something and move into calmer waters with you. This person wants to have a real conversation where you're getting down to the actual truth on the matter about something. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera. But the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse here in the end. So a big part of the reason why whatever this committed relationship was, the big part of the reason why things may have failed may have had something to do with somebody just not putting in the adequate work to make it work, meaning that a relationship takes actual work. And the methods that are being employed here with regard to trying to make something move into smoother waters is not the entire issue. I'm seeing that there's an issue of potential actual laziness for some of you. You may be dealing with somebody who is really lazy. And whatever this is going to send you off the rails potentially with that Queen of Swords in reverse. It just looks like there's this energy of, what I'm getting is somebody who you don't necessarily trust. They may get a lot of attention elsewhere. They may have been looking elsewhere in this connection. And I'm also getting here that whoever this is may have been a little lazy. So let's get the next layer out from the Lenormand and Kipper decks. We've got the cross. We've got the letter. So somebody is coming in to communicate with you. They're loyal to you. We've got the dog. That dog is so cute. We've got the moon. This person wants romance with you. We've got the clouds. Occupation, snake, and mountain. And we've got the bear as the overall theme. So this is the second time we're getting the energy of protecting yourself. You may need to protect yourself. Whoever this is somebody who made that Queen of Swords in reverse. May not be you. This may be the person you're connecting to. Whoever this is somebody who has potentially struck out against you to do harm against you. That snake is a very difficult energy. Even though this person is loyal to you, they've done harm to you, is what I'm seeing here. And they may be coming in to try and communicate and have some sort of romance. What I'm seeing here is that there's still something that's unclear as to what caused the burden in this connection to begin with. But somebody wants to communicate about this. Now, I'm also seeing occupation. So somebody may be very finding themselves, this could be you, this could be the person you're connected to, but somebody is very occupied with this energy, wanting to try and overcome some sort of, it's showing up that this is an obstacle for you. We've got that this communication is going to bring some sort of burden towards you, because it looks like there's some sort of confusion involved here. So you may be dealing with somebody who's trying to gaslight their way through a situation here. Now, whoever this is coming up as somebody who has struck out against somebody else. I'm seeing it as this happened to you. Somebody struck out against you in order to do harm. And even though they did this to you, it looks like they are also showing up as very loyal and wanting to potentially have some sort of romance with you. And so if this is something you are considering, this is going to be a huge hurdle to overcome. And part of the hurdle may have something to do with protecting yourself here. All right, so let's get the last layer before we close this out. We've got time to go. We've got imagine. Building blocks. Come to the edge. Unfinished symphony. A leg up. See a polar bear twice in this reading. Community. orphaned. And the overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is serendipity. This has to do with moving towards your happiness through experiences of happiness instead of having to go through the rough times. But it does look like things have been rough in this situation, and this is pretty intense energy, I have to say, Virgo. So we've got that it's time, it's showing up that we've got time to go showing up in the first placement, and we've got orphaned in the last, meaning that there's something that somebody abandoned here. Somebody abandoned, somebody walked away from something, and it doesn't look like this is changing. If you try to make something work here, it looks like it's going to end up the same, because somebody walked away from this, or you're realizing that it's time to walk away from this, because anything that you thought was going to be amazing with whoever this is turned out to be just a figment of your imagination. But it does look like there's something that's unfinished here, and this may have to do with getting help from somebody. Somebody may be coming in to offer you some sort of help here, and I don't know, it might be this person, or it could just be that you're involved with a community here. That's where you're going to get some sort of help. We did see something about I think it's in this placement too, occupation, freedom. No, it wasn't. But I did see, I remember, we're going to go through all these placements anyways, but I remembered seeing something about getting some sort of help here. So you're getting a leg up. Somebody's going to give you a boost, a help. There's something unfinished after this came to an end, okay? Maybe you're both involved in the same community. Whatever it is, you're getting a leg up. You're going to be able to rebuild after living a life where things have been very precarious because of the fact that there may be chronic abandonment issues that you're dealing with here. Either it's this person or you. So we've got time to go. Whatever this is that you've been dealing with has been a heavy burden. It was something that you're not committed to. You're trying to bring yourself back to a place of harmony and peace after being in a state of confusion, okay? You're realizing that a lot of what you thought you had with this person was all in your imagination, but this person is going to come in and try and reestablish this imaginary reality with you after things have been laid to rest for a bit. Somebody may feel like they've healed, but there are other choices here after you feel like there may have been too much damage done in this connection to try and make anything work at this point. So there's something that you feel that somebody feels is unfinished here, but it's coming from a state of confusion. They're coming in, they're going to stop ignoring you if they've been ignoring you, but they're coming in wearing a mask. They're coming in not being really real about something. And again, there's this major imagination and energy here, Virgo. Whoever this is may be a future faker. This is one of these people who lives in the future all the time, like constantly talking about what is going to potentially happen in the future in their life, but they don't actually take any of the steps inherent in making it happen. So it does look like you're getting some sort of leg up in your occupation, in whatever it is that you're doing for your job. It might get you a lot of attention. It may help you establish some level of freedom in your life, or you may be free of ego here. If the person that you're dealing with is somebody who has been very egotistical, it looks like you are starting to understand something about connecting with that type of energy, okay? There may be something that you're understanding about physical attraction, chemistry, and maybe that type being a more egotistical type that's been in your life. So there's something about a community. Somebody has maybe been involved in a community where they have lashed out against you within that community and done damage to you. That's obviously not going to be everybody's message, but I see it, so I have to mention it. And whoever it is that did this is coming in for an apology after following some sort of guidance. They are coming to an understanding of what they did to you. So somebody hurt you in some way, and they may have been getting some sort of psychotherapy, some sort of therapy, whether it be from an actual therapist, maybe it is divine guidance, maybe they are having certain epiphanies as a result of what they had done to you. They may want to try and fix things and rebuild with you because they are loyal. They want to move into calmer waters. They want to take steps towards getting over making you feel like you're unappreciated. Okay? Now, there is this energy of precariousness by getting involved with this person again, because there is a lot of romance that surrounds this. And I have to say, we did see the chemistry, and it's going to come out again. I am seeing here that whoever this is, it looks like that it's been very difficult, and I don't know that there's much else there for you, Virgo, other than chemistry. But they are coming in for a conversation. We do see protection here. So it looks like Spirit's telling you that you may need to consider protecting yourself during this conversation. Be very, I don't know if you might want to keep yourself censored around this person, because I did see the snake energy in their energy. So just be aware that that's somebody who's going to potentially hurt you in some way. We do see that there is some sort of huge hurdle with regard to abandonment issues that you're trying to overcome here, or somebody hasn't actually done the work. So if this is somebody who abandoned you already, just be aware that whoever this is hasn't actually put the work in order to overcome that part of themselves. And there's something that you could be doing differently here, and it has to do with understanding the detriments of getting too involved with somebody as a result of there being a lot of chemistry in the connection. So what I'm seeing here is that you can move towards this happiness, or you may have some sort of luck. I mean, there is no such a thing as luck really technically, but if we look at the definition of what we believe luck to mean, luck is on your side on the contingency that you protect yourself from this I'm getting that whoever this is very dangerous to you. Whoever this is has hurt you badly. And you have something better out there for you that will align you with a more responsible life. Because whoever this is that you were connected to is showing up as not really taking on a lot of responsibility, and maybe even lacks inspired action, like doesn't take a lot of inspired action, isn't inspired by a lot. So, and that's going to affect the connection too, because it'll eventually go stagnant, and then where does it go from there? So Virgo, that is your layered spread for the third week of July 2025. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.